Hey friends, today I want to talk to you about finding your passion, how important it is to find our passion in life, and we all have them, and they're all going to be different. I think a lot of us get lost in our life because we think that we need to follow certain things that go against what our passions are for whatever reasons. We may think, oh, well, I got to be a doctor, or I've got to be a lawyer, or I've got to be a this or a that. And you think that that's what you have to be, but it's not easy for you to do, and it's not something that you really, really want to do. It's something that you feel like you have to do, and we're just not happy. Even if we find a way to make it work and make it happen, our life just gets very mundane, and we're not happy. So a passion is something that you love to do, and if you could find a way to make money doing what you love to do, you'll never work a day in your life. So this is why a lot of people think that this isn't the right thing to do, follow your passion. I'm not the first one to mention this, but I'll explain it a little bit differently. So sometimes our passions may be something that we feel there is no future in. Let's just say, for example, you love basket weaving. I just use that as an example. So you enjoy basket weaving. You do it as a hobby. It's something you really enjoy doing, and you figure there's no way you can make money and survive off of that, just basket weaving. So you don't even entertain the thought of that. You just keep it as a hobby, and you never pursue it for anything further than that. Meanwhile, you go back to your job that you really can't stand, and wake up in the morning. You're not happy to go to work. You don't like being there. You don't like the people you work with. Traffic. There's so many things that you're not happy with. But at least having a passion and something to go home to do that you do enjoy is extremely important, even if it is only a hobby. Very important. So you have something to look forward to when you do get off work and you do get home. Something you could do in your off time. Something to just fill your heart. It feels good when we're doing something that we enjoy doing. So I'm not going to suggest quitting your job and just going full bore into something like that, but at least consider taking it to extra steps. And here's why. Maybe you take a class doing some basket weaving, or maybe you've already taken some, but maybe you could take an advanced class, or you can find a club of other people that do this also, and then get involved with those. While you're doing that, you may find a way that you can make money doing this. Somebody there may already have like a website or something that you could be a part of, and then you could give classes or something like that online. Maybe it would be something like that. Maybe not. Maybe you go there and you meet somebody else there, become friends with them, and then that person introduces you to something else, or maybe they own a business that's something different that you've never even heard of before. And maybe it's something that you would really love, even more than basket weaving. Maybe it's completely non-related to it, but it's something that you would love to do. You just never heard of it before, but you would have never found that opportunity if you didn't follow that passion of taking that class and taking that extra step. So it's kind of like our guidance is leaving breadcrumbs for us, and just follow those breadcrumbs, and then you may find that passion of basket weaving is behind you now, because now you're focused on your new job, your new career, and doing things that you're now passionate about. And once again, you would have never found it if you weren't following your passion in the first place. So things work in different ways. We're always guided within our life. We just don't realize it. And so the best way to do it is follow your heart. That saying is so profound. Follow your heart. Really do what really feels good to you. If there's something you really enjoy doing, something that consumes your thoughts a lot, and you really want to do it, then do it. Find a way to do it. However, you got to do that legally, of course, and follow that. And it could evolve into something completely different. And then that different thing still may not be the right thing. It may be the best thing for that particular breadcrumb, but you keep doing it, back to that job scenario, that new dream job, and then now on that job you meet somebody else. Maybe you meet a client, or you meet, a colleague or something, and that gives you a whole new opportunity that you had no idea that you would want to do. And it just keeps getting more and more interesting every time you find something new to follow. And each time you find that you're better off than you were previously. And again, you would have never found those opportunities if you weren't following what you love doing. Okay. So now, what about those of you who you have no idea what your passions are? Unfortunately, there's a lot of people in this world that they have no passions in life. They're just so lost. I don't know anybody that doesn't know of any passions or any very strong special interests that they have. I don't know anyone who doesn't have one of these that's happy in their life, really. They may be just kind of neutral, but it's blah. Not something you wake up and you can't wait to start the day. You look forward to going. You look forward to doing it. Again, when you do something that you really love to do, you never work a day in your life. And because you put so much heart and soul into it, so much of your effort into it, and it seems effortless because you love what you're doing, you end up becoming very successful at it. And you don't feel like you're overworked. You're not watching the clock. You're not worried about, overtime or anything like that. You just want to get, when the day's over, you just look forward to the next day and going back at it again. And sometimes when you're able to work from home doing this, or in your own shop or whatever, then you can find yourself working all day, all night long. You'll just stop enough to eat and use the restroom and maybe sleep a couple of hours, and you're back up and you're at it again, and you don't care. You would have it no other way. And other people don't understand, why are you working so hard? It's not work to you when you're doing it because you love it. So back to people that don't have any kind of a passion or anything. How do I find my passion? How do I do that? Well, again, we all have one. We are all guided, and we're guided through our hearts and our minds and our special interests. Whatever rings in our heart is what we should follow and do. If we just get that feeling like, I should help this person with this, do it. I'm not saying that'll give you your passion, but you'll see that it feels good when you do it. But let's say right now you just want to find out, what is my passion? I have no idea what that is. Well, think of this. Let's say you won the lottery. You won an unlimited amount. Well, you won a lottery where the jackpot is so high that you can't even possibly spend it all within your lifetime. You've already went on all the vacations that you would want to go on, travel the world. You've already bought all the beautiful homes you ever wanted to buy, the best cars, and whatever toys you wanted to get, whatever clothes you wanted to get, purses, handbags, whatever, whatever your interest is that costs a lot of money. Let's say you've bought all that stuff. You have everything. You've already bought everything that your family wants also. And you still have more money than you can spend. And now you don't even need to go shopping anymore. You already own everything. I mean, really, really think about this. It may be hard, but take some time to be alone and be quiet with yourself and really imagine this with an open mind, and be honest with yourself about it. And then start thinking, what would I do? What would I do with my time? You would end up finding some way to pass your time. And it's going to be unique to you. It's unique to all of us. Each and every one of us is unique in our own way, and we're supposed to be that way. And it's when we're taught and conditioned to think otherwise that we become miserable and lost in life. It's like a puzzle. The life is a puzzle, and we all come into this world the perfect piece with the perfect shape and the perfect colors, and then we start going to school and we start finding out that some other ones look different or cooler, and you don't want to look like yourself, so you start altering yourself to look and act more like them. And by the time you're out of school, you're used to that and you're conditioned to it, and you're done with your extended education and you get into the world and you find yourself lost. And it's because you're not who you truly are. You're not the same shape of the puzzle that you were when you were younger. When you find out what your passions are, what things that you really, really like yourself and are passionate about, that's when you'll start to find your happiness. You'll find a lot of peace in your life. You'll actually feel excitement in your life as long as you continue to follow this. You'll get that pep in your step, you know. You'll feel passionate about your life. So what's another way you can think of something? Well, try just being alone. Be alone and listen to some of your favorite music. And I don't know, if you ever listen to a song that you really, really liked, and you could just sit there and just daydream away, and you find yourself just repeating the song again and again and again, just so you can get back to that daydream that you're having while you're doing this. Even if that daydream seems wild and way out there, think about entertaining that thought a little bit more. You know, think of where that can possibly bring you. It's obviously something that makes your heart sing. You know, even if it seems like, there's no way I could do that, you never know what you can't do until you try. That's another thing. People just give up so easily with everything. We're so resilient. We could do so much. You know, look how many human beings are on this planet that could do such amazing things you would never think are possible, but it's something that they believed in. It's something that they were passionate in, and they just practice, train, whatever it was, until they got it and they nailed it. And that includes artists, athletes, all kinds of different things. You know, whatever you set your mind to, you could do it. And the harder it is to achieve it, the more savory it is when you do achieve it, and the more you appreciate it when you do. Nothing good in this life comes easily, and the harder it is to get something, so many times you want to give up and just throw in the towel, and you just keep going, never give up. This is what all successful people do. This is their mindset. Never, ever, ever give up. Never. The only time you fail is when you give up. Even if you fall down a bunch of times, as long as you keep getting back up, you're not failing. You know, a lot of people, they just fall, they just figure, well, I can't do this, you know, and they give up. No. Keep trying. If it's something you really want to do, keep trying. You'll be surprised what you can accomplish as long as you set your mind to it and you just keep practicing and practicing. So that's another way. Listen to music. If you're alone in your car driving, or even in the shower, we could just get these ideas that we daydream about and just try to entertain those things. You know, just find different types of hobbies or things that really are interesting to you. You could even look on YouTube, you know, what are different hobbies, and just go through some of those and just see something that kind of interests you. It could be working with your hands. It could be other things. It could be anything. It's going to be different for you. Whatever it is for you, it's perfect for you, and only you are going to be able to find that. No one can tell you what that is. People can offer suggestions, maybe just help plant a seed or something. You know, all I could do is let you know is it's there, it's out there. It's there. You have a passion, you have a reason, and that passion is your breadcrumb. You keep following that passion as it evolves, and that's following after the next breadcrumb, following that trail, that our guidance, our, you know, whatever you want to believe in, you know, God, the universe, you know, whatever, it is there. I do believe it exists. You know, there is definitely something way bigger than us here in this world, and that's my belief. And anyway, the more we believe in that and get connected with that, the better life we have. It really does help, and especially once you know what you are and who you are in this world. And I'm going to go over that in another video, and you may be surprised by it. But anyway, for now, I just wanted to mention, follow your passion. If you don't have a passion, find out what it is. You have one there somewhere. At least an interest, a special interest, one that's strong enough to where you're encouraged. You feel like it's easy for you to just get up and start pursuing it. Go to the store, buy whatever things you need to start making it, or researching it, or whatever it is. Go online, just start researching what you are interested in. You'll be surprised. You'll be a lot happier once you find that. So anyway, any questions, just put them down in the comments. Thank you for listening. Have an awesome day or awesome evening wherever you are. And peace. Till next time.